Hey guys, welcome back to Gaming Legend 10. Today I will be showing you how to install Windows 11 on a PC or a virtual machine. So for step 1, open a software such as WinTUSB to create a Windows installation USB. It may ask for administrator privileges and proceed next. Then select Windows Installation USB. You can either browse for an image file on your PC or download one from WinTUSB. But in my case, I already have an ISO file from Microsoft's website, and I'm going to select that one. Then you're going to select your destination drive, which will be formatted, so back up any data that's on the drive. And then if you want, you may select bypass Windows 11 system requirements. Later on in this video, I will be showing you how to bypass the Microsoft account requirement for Windows 11, so there's no need to check that box. Then press proceed and then close the window. Then in my case, I'm going to be using a virtual machine. So just create it, and then choose where you want the virtual machine to be. Then um you're gonna choose an encryption password for the VM, which is not gonna be your system password. It's completely different. Then choose your disk size, and then you may customize hardware if you want. In my case, I have given it 6 GB of RAM and 4 processor cores. Then press finish, and it's gonna create the virtual disk. This will take a while, so it would be really nice if you could take this time now to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Then it's gonna boot into the VM, and from here on, whether you're installing Windows on a computer or on a virtual machine, it will be the same. You're going to get into the Windows splash screen, then you can select your language, your time and currency format, and your keyboard input layout. Then press next. Then you can either repair your computer or press install now. Then it will take a few minutes for setup to start. Then you can either enter your product key now or select I don't have a product key and activate Windows later. Then you're going to select which version of Windows you want. Uh, I have selected Windows 11 Pro. Then press next. Then press next. And agree to the Microsoft Terms of Service. Then you can either upgrade your PC, which keeps all your data, or do a custom installation, which gets rid of everything. So to do that, open it, open your flash drive. You run when your PC is running a normal version of Windows, then run setup.exe. But if you're installing it on a brand new PC or on a virtual machine, press custom, then select drive 0 unallocated space. If the partition has already been formatted, make sure it's formatted in NTFS. A newer version of Windows do not run very well on exFAT or FAT32 or any other drive format other than NTFS. Then it's gonna prepare the files for installation, which will take a while again. So have something to do during this part. And then once it's done with this part, it's going to take then it's gonna restart the PC. After this, your PC is gonna reboot, and then you're gonna get into actual Windows. At this point, you may unplug your flash drive if you would like. Anyway, it's gonna take a very long time to get ready, but after that, it's going to ask you for your language preferences again. And yep, now you're into Windows. You select your language, then it's takes it's gonna load some more. Then select your keyboard layout, and then your PC is gonna do some updating. Then it's gonna restart again. It's gonna update some more. Then you're gonna get back into setup. It's gonna ask you to name your device, which I named it Windows 11. And your name may not contain numbers, no more than 15 characters, and no spaces or special characters other than a hyphen. Then it's asking you how you want to set up your device for personal use or for work or school. I select for personal use because only select for work or school if this is if your organization or whatever has asked you to. If this is like your own computer, then select for personal use. Then here you can either enter your Microsoft account, which is what I, or you can enter your Microsoft account, but if you want to use a local account, like if you're using a VM, there used to be an option under sign in options to create one, but they've removed that. Instead, type in this email address, 1abc at 1234 at aaa.com. And again, that's abc1234 at aaa.com. Then type in whatever password you want, then press sign in. Then it says, oops, something went wrong, and then press next. Then you're going to get into local account setup. Type in your name, then press next. Put in a password, then press next. Then confirm it and press next. Then answer your security questions. Then it's gonna do some. Then it's gonna ask you for about your privacy settings. I've left them all on, but you can do whatever you want. Then it's gonna check for updates. Then it's gonna start creating your user account. And then you're gonna get into Windows. So Windows 11 is famous for having lots of bloatware, and you can see right here. Do you really need Spotify, Grammarly, whatever Illumina Neo is, and Microsoft Clipchamp on your PC when you first get it? No, you don't. And you don't need LinkedIn either. There's a website. So then some of them, yeah, for most of them you can just hit uninstall, but for like Grammarly, there's no uninstall option. And that's because it's not installed yet. It's a shortcut for something that doesn't exist on your device. That's so incredibly stupid. I have no clue why they did it. But to get rid of those shortcuts, just press unpin from start and they're gone. And then you can probably keep LinkedIn, but I uninstalled it because I don't need it. Then there's just a few Microsoft things. But now, if you're installing Windows on a PC or a VM, if you're installing Windows on a PC, this is where you stop watching. These next steps are only for if you're using a VM. So go and find where to download VMware tools. There should be an option somewhere. Don't download it from like a website or anything. And then in File Explorer, a new drive will pop up. It's called like DVD drive VMware tools. Then in there, run setup. Setup.exe. That is how you install VMware tools. Then it's gonna prepare VMware. It's gonna ask you for admin. Then then it's gonna prepare VMware tools for installation. VMware tools is really good because it has a bunch of stuff like a display driver, and and it makes your computer VM so much faster. Like if you don't have VMware tools, it's so laggy. It's super laggy, and it's just not worth it to suffer through that. It's just easier to download VMware tools and not have to deal with it. And then press either typical or complete. I would not recommend doing a custom installation. I usually do a typical installation, then press next, then press install. And this will take like 1 or 2 minutes, and your screen will go black because it's installing a video driver. Then it's gonna finish. Then it's gonna ask you to restart the PC and then restart it. Then it's probably gonna update. And then once you're in, you um you can once you're into Windows, you can just exit from full screen, and it's gonna adjust its resolution to match your monitor or screen. Then then enter full screen again, and now you're in full screen. It's running at whatever resolution your monitor is. And that's all. You're into Windows.